Hello friends, welcome to another exciting video on my YouTube channel. Today topic is bit different. We are not going to discuss anything related to DevOps, cloud certification or any other thing related to the technology. In today's video, we are going to talk about the the changes happening in the job market, or if you are one who is looking for a job in the market or looking to get yourself switch from one role to another role and struggling to get the resume shortlisted or getting into the eyes of recruiter. That's what we are going to talk about. I'm going to help you to create a standout resume in 15 minutes, which will assure to get your resume shortlisted by the recruiter and put you into the interview queue process. But before we get into the details, let's just walk through a mind map if you are looking for a job search or switching from one role to another. As you see on my screen, the job searching has been always a bit painful process where you need to do a lot of research if you're looking for a desired role or looking to make a switch from one role to another role. And at the same time, it involves not only shortlisting the job description, but also preparing a resume, which is one of the critical or the first step for you to find a desired job for yourself. So if you can see in my screen, the job searching has a lot of steps involved into it. The first step, if you see here, is the self-assessment. That means identifying your strengths or converting your weakness into the strength and defining a career goal for yourself. Like, what are you going to look like down the line of 2 years, whether I'm going to be a senior consultant or senior developer or a team lead or a manager, etc. At the same time, the second important step is the resume preparation. That's where most of your work would be done if your resume is matching the job market. With the competitive world nowadays, the recruiters are looking for the resume which has a relevant experience and at the same time what that candidate has accomplished in his current role or previous role. After that, the third step is the application process. Right nowadays, if nowadays whenever you are applying on the LinkedIn or any of the job search portal, having a cover letter is must, because that is the first step. When as soon as you apply, it goes to the recruiter or the hiring manager who is looking for a candidate for that role. With a with a precise and up to the mark, the cover letters will definitely catch an eye of the candidate in the eyes of recruiter or the hiring manager. And the second step with the application process is making sure you provide the accurate information and complete that job application. The next step is the follow up after the interview. It's always good if once you have done with your interview, you send a thank you note to the person who has taken your interview or to the recruiter who has arranged the interview for you. At the same time, it's always great to take feedback or suggestion based on the interview or the next steps. If you're getting shortlisted for the next round, as how can you improvise much, or what are the key areas needs to be focused for the next round of the interview. Moving to the next step, as I mentioned, the job searching is a bit tedious process because it has lot of changes happening in the job market. The I would say changes, not only changes, but the challenges in the job market. For one single job, the recruiters receive more than 100 plus resumes, and having your resume stand out in those 100 plus resume is a very important perspective, or I would say an important prospect. So that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video, where we will be creating a standout resume which will assure you to get selected or into the eyes of the recruiter. One more other thing is learning from the failures and the rejections. So it's not that at the first go you will get selected in the desired job. There can be rejections, but turning that rejections into the strengths or the positive is the key from learning from your failures. At the same time, the step is skill development. With the competitive market nowadays, people are looking for the experience in the AI, machine learning, cloud, upgrading or upscaling yourself is an important, which will definitely add you or get you shortlisted for the uh, desired position which you're looking. So also enrolling for the certifications and getting those certification completed and putting on the LinkedIn will definitely help you or increase your chances of getting shortlisted in for the uh, particular position. Moving to another part on the left side is the networking. These days, have expanding your LinkedIn network or building a connection with the industry professionals, like recruiting the hiring manager or sending a note to the recruiter and getting him added into your LinkedIn network will definitely add an plus point, because the uh, everything in the job market or everything related to the job is on the network, right? You have focus on upgrading your skills, making a good resume, but you are not having the network or the contact which will help you to at least put your resume or refer you for a desired position which one of your colleague would have in his or her organization. So at the same time, it's very important that you expand your LinkedIn network. So that's a small mind map whenever you're looking for the job search. Now, coming back to our main video, where I'm going to help you to create a standout resume
So
in
friends,
just
all we
15
need to do
minutes.
is open
There
a
have
Chrome
been a
browser
days
and
early
type
in 2000
ChatGPT.
or
In today's video,
2010
I'm
where
going
we
to
spent
create
lot
the
of
resume with
uh,
the help
our
of
time on
ChatGPT. The
creating the
moment you
resume or
type the
building a resume for
ChatGPT,
the
click on the first
desired job
URL and it takes
which
you
you
to
are
the
looking in the job market.
chat.openai.com.
But
And
with
that's
the
where you will
use
enter
of
your
AI
Google
tools
credentials.
in
If you do not
2020,
have an account, it
creating a
will
resume
ask you
for
to create an
different
account.
job
And once you have done
application
that,
has
you just
become a
you get
quite
into
easy.
this page.
With the AI
Now
tools like
what we are going to do
ChatGPT,
is we are going
Word,
to instruct
Copilot,
the
you can
ChatGPT
create
to
the
act as
resume
a
for a
resume builder
particular
for
job
us
description
and
which you are
create
looking
the
to
resume
apply.
for
So
us.
without
So
any
all I'm
delay,
going to do
let's
is
get into that
type here,
stuff where I'm going to walk through the
act
process
as a
of
resume
creating a
builder
resume for
for
site
creating
reliability engineer.
and
So
resume
let's get
for
started.
SRE, or you can type here site reliability engineer. Okay, type here. Make sure you give as much as information to ChatGPT so that it will create a relevant resume with that experience in it. I have around 5+ years of experience working as SRE. I have worked as SRE in my past two companies. Make sure you include real
time, troubleshooting, use cases along use cases showcasing my debugging skills. Kindly wait for, okay, let's type that. Also, so include my experience in cloud technologies, in cloud technology related to AWS and DevOps tools slash monitoring tools. Kindly wait for an input from me related to job description for SRE upload. And let's just hit enter. So moment you hit the enter, it's a please provide me the job description or any specific requirements you have for the SRE role, and I will tailor the resume accordingly. So now I have gone to the LinkedIn and picked up one of the SRE opening with one of the well-known organization called as Zimpact. So all I'm going to do is take this responsibility, Control C, and going to tell GPT, sorry, Chat GPT to create the resume for me with this job description. Let's hit enter and see what it does. See, it has also given us the AWS certification, like which certification you have worked upon, and it has now created the resume with the job description which we have given to the chat GPT. All you need to do is take this, okay, Control C and paste it into the Word document. And that's where you have the resume created for you. Also, just do some formatting and other stuff, and it will create a desired resume, what you're looking for the desired role. Once you have created this resume, I'm going to showcase you another tool which will help you to make sure your resume is having 90% score, uh, which will help you to get your resume into the eyes of recruiter and have a standout resume so that you get shortlisted for that particular role. So let's get to that site, which will help you to showcase how much score your resume has and how can you fine tune your resume to get that 90% score, and you need to keep repeating that until you score the 90%. So let's get into that immediately. So friends, this is the site called as resumeworded.com, where it will basically score your resume. You need to keep uh, uploading your resume until your score is 90. At the same time, this website helps you to give some suggestions where you can incorporate that into your resume. And that's what we are going to do in this today's video. The resume which we have created using ChatGPT, we will upload on this website and see how much score we get it. And if we are 90 percentile scored, that means we are good to circulate our resume to the recruiters and get that resume in their eyes so that they can line up you for the interview for the desired job which you are looking for. So let me quickly click on start. The moment I click on start, it asks you to upload the resume. And if you see here, it asks you to select what best describes you. Are you an entry level professional which is having less than 2 years of work experience, middle level which is between 2 to 10, and senior level which is more than 10 years? So in this case, I am going to select the mid level because I have created a resume which has over 5. So I have already uploaded the resume and it has started analyzing the resume. Let's just wait for that to give us the score and see what it does. So if you see, we have scored around 35 out of 100. That means we now need to do something to get a good resume, which is 90%, right? So if you see, there is on the right hand side, there is something a magic, right? And if you see on the left hand side, where we have not got a good score, that's where we need to basically correct those and get it. So now what we are going to do is click on the magic, right? And it says this is what how it helps you to basically improvise your resume. So that's what it does. So let's see. If you see here, choose a line from the resume, spreaded root cause analysis, resolution for this, collaborated with this, and let's just pick one of the line. And it says, and we will then basically, I don't have any credits because I have already done that. But if you have any, the moment you sign it, you get a credit of around 3 or 4 points where you can basically uh, get those incorporated. So that's how the resume worded utility helps you to basically improvise your resume and get up to 90% of score. So there are a lot of things like freestyle mode, samples for top resumes, and couple of other things are there. So that's how this resume worded.com helps you to improvise your resume and create a standout resume. So that's what was today's video about. I hope this video was informative, and if it's yes, do share with your friends and colleagues. Before we wind off from this video, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do watch the playlist, and I usually share the experience of whatever I have learned on DevOps, cloud, Linux scripting, Git, etc. So do watch that video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and do not forget to hit a like button if this video was really helpful and informative to you, and also hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload such video on my YouTube channel. Your subscription, your comments and liking really motivates me to come up with such videos which are informative, and I share my experience with the community. Thank you. Take care.